What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. If it's your first time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. If you're a returning subscriber, as always, guys, welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. Guys, I got a crazy story out of Houston where I'm at, man. Shout out to the H, as always. And it's about people that bother other people. Now, we all had crazy boyfriends or ex-girlfriends or just somebody that likes you or just takes a particular interest in you. And even though you tell them you're not interested, they just won't leave you alone. What do you do in that type of situation? Now, there are different laws and things, avenues for them to tell you what to do with reporting and filing reports and stuff. But what if that don't work? And it's a good chance it won't work. Not a lot of people are scared of the justice system or persecution like they was decades ago. Nowadays, we see some of the craziest stories between male and female, whether it's domestic violence or just somebody that just don't like you or wants to be in your life and will force themselves in your presence whether you want them there or not. And that takes us to today's story out of Houston, Texas, like I said. And it's involving this dude right here who's currently up on capital murder charges out here in Houston. Guys, this guy, his name is Bruce Wayne Gerard. He's 43 years old. And he ain't got nothing to do with the real Batman or the Dark Knight, as you want to call it. This guy right here is a stalker. Well, was a stalker. He took the life of this woman right here. Her name is Tanisha Richards. May she rest in peace. 25 years old, 43 years old, 25 years old. I want you to remember those numbers because I'm going to make a point in a second. Story goes, about 6 months ago, before she was killed, it says, Tanisha Richards, age 25, filed a report with police saying a man was threatening and harassing her. This guy was doing this from jail, y'all. While he was locked up, he was doing this from jail. And they still don't know their relationship or how they knew each other. But one thing for sure is this. It says Tanisha Richards was found dead inside her condo in Idlewood Complex near West Park and Gesson, which is the southwest side of town, on the evening of July 2nd. This guy's charged with capital murder. She was shot multiple times. In fear for her life, made a report against this guy 6 months before. Now she's no longer here. I've never seen so many insecure and crazy males nowadays where if a woman don't want you and tell you leave me alone, they like gnats. They just hover around and still make themselves seen, and if they get a chance, they're gonna damn sure make themselves heard, whether it's taking your life or anything else. Society then want the crap quick. Here's this young lady's story, man. May she rest in peace.
Also tonight, startling new details in the death of a woman in the West Chase area. Court records show the man behind bars for her murder had been stalking her prior to a horrifying home invasion last month near West Park and Gessner. As ABC 13's Micah Hatfield found out, the victim made a recent cry for help.
After police arrested Bruce Wayne Gerard, they say they found disturbing notes relating to the victim inside of his car. According to a search warrant, he had handwritten a plan on how he planned to find her using her social security number and phone records. They also say they found a note that said, quote, "I will find Tanisha Richards." For roughly 12 minutes, Bruce Wayne Gerard stood outside of Tanisha Richards' condo at the Idlewood complex on July 2nd. A neighbor's surveillance camera caught the man repeatedly ringing the doorbell and pacing back and forth, according to a search warrant. But then 25-year-old Richards, seen here in a photo from Facebook, cracked the door to answer it. And the video caught him forcing his way inside. Between 3 and 4 minutes later, investigators note that he left. A neighbor called police, who found Richards dead from gunshot wounds inside. It's unclear the extent of their relationship, but it seems that they knew of each other at least. Richards had made a police report in December of last year, according to records, saying that Girard had just gotten out of jail and was harassing and threatening her. She wrote that she was scared Bruce would find where she lives now and that she was, quote, scared for her life. Houston police arrested Girard on July 5th and say they found Richards' tax returns in his car and a photo of her with, quote, no weapon, no evil eye, no curse of the third party will work. No person can control or stop us, handwritten on the photo. 43-year-old Girard is now charged with capital murder, and a judge denied his bond. He is currently on parole for a 2005 aggravated assault with a deadly weapon charge.
That's the story of what happened to Miss Tanisha Richards, man. May she rest in peace. Now, I'm going to tell you something. It says, according to the report, it says Tanisha Richards stated in the report that she had about 44 and 88 missed calls from Bruce and multiple text messages saying that he will put his hands on her and he knows where she lived previously. The search warrant reads. Richards stated to officers that she was scared Bruce will find out where she currently lives, and she is scared for her life. He was doing this from jail. Said he's out on out on parole for a 2005 charge back then of something violent. I forgot what it was. Something like it's on the tip of my mind. But anyway, just got out of jail. And your end all be all is to chase a 25-year-old girl that don't want you. Who, as a man, wants to be around a girl that's scared of him? Who want to scare somebody? You'll never get love. Y'all remember in Bronx Tale, he said, what's better to be feared or respected? You know what I'm saying? And it's like a dilemma a lot of people was talking about. When dealing with affairs of the heart or somebody you like, if a woman don't like you, she don't like you. I don't understand why guys can't get this through their head. Women are doing this now to men. If a man don't want you, don't want your ass. Move on. You're not the one. One person is not the end all be all of your existence. The stars gonna come out at night, the sun gonna shine, and the world gonna keep spinning whether you or him is here or not. So how does this person's whole existence affect yours when there's so many different options out here? People are stupid, man. This is a 43-year-old dude. And it showed a mindset that he got, that he want to chase a 25-year-old girl that's still trying to figure her life out when he done fucked his up already. Told you, misery love company. Whatever, because it didn't say what the thing was, but for some reason, whatever it was, the attraction he had for her, she didn't have it for him. Move on. Get on like you've been shit on. This Houston. There's 1,000 different women here, millions of different women, and all different types of mentalities, and you could have definitely found what you was looking for. Trust me. There's some people, man, this thing come down to control. He telling her and threatening her with text messages and all this stuff while he was behind bars. I'll put my hands on you. No matter who you are or where you are, you can't escape me. I know where you live. Goofy shit. Goofy stuff. What is all of this stuff, saying that and doing that to somebody, do for you besides a control aspect? An aspect of control. Because think about it. What if she got submissive and gave him everything he wanted? In the back of his mind, whether he had common sense or not, he would know that I ain't shit. He would know. Scared for life. How you going to have a fruitful growth building relationship with somebody that finds you repulsive? They never think about this. This right here, these type of dudes, I think, raised without no man. They're not taught valuable life lessons that men teach their sons or stepsons or people that care. Hey, if you like somebody, you protect them, you respect them. You set an example for her to follow, and if she don't follow your example, and you know you out there doing the right thing for you and her to grow together, she ain't the one. Evidently, she don't want to fuck with a dude that's in jail. So he wasn't the one. But there are many other chicks that will. I don't know why he did what he did, but I mean, she's gone. He's still here, going back to a place he's familiar with that evidently wasn't that bad to him because he willingly took his happy ass right back there. So prison is not an option. They need to take him out back and show him the flowers right the fuck now. Same flowers he should have gave his girl and said, hey, I'm sorry, and then walked off into the sunset and let her live her life. That's too much like right. I'm Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Before I leave out of here, just hit me. Let me show you something else. I hate seeing men act like this, especially black males, because I'm black. I hate seeing this desperation and weakness that they act like. Look at this. Surveillance video was provided to investigators that the search warrant says showed Gerard putting his ear to Richard's unit, her apartment, listening for any sound. Investigators note that Gerard then was seen repeatedly ringing the doorbell, pacing back and forth for roughly 12 minutes. The video then captures Richard cracking the door open to answer, and then Gerard immediately attempts to forcibly enter the door by pushing the door open, but Richard tries to close the door on Gerard. The search warrant reads, Gerard then successfully forces his way into the apartment by pushing the door open and either punching or pushing Richards. Then he entered the unit and closed the door, and that's when he killed her. He said he was in there for 3 to 4 minutes, and he killed her. What kind of man does that? I tell you, one that want to die and want to be shown the flowers. They need to get him out of here right now. You know where taxpayers paying for that shit. That woman was in her house. He came to her abode and caused hell. He brought hell in her own house. You can't fix that. That's in him. That's like a grown man throwing a temper tantrum over love. What was you in there 3 or 4 minutes for? What was you know what? I'm done. Either way, I don't even want to think about it. But he was like a polar bear or some type of cougar in the wintertime, putting their ear to the snow, trying to find a field mouse and then pouncing on it. Who knocks on somebody's door, frantically going back and forth, listening at their door? Could you imagine somebody opening their apartment door and there's a man there with his ear to you? What kind of freak shit is that? I'm just saying, man, people need to be ashamed of themselves. But then again, you can't shame somebody that shames. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.